on the hitch. Oh, cough, cough.
Oh gosh, I got choked up.
Hey,
Hi.
hey, everybody, how you doing?
We're actually on time today.
Yay, we made it. Home on the hitch.
On the
Welcome, home on the
porch.
front, home on the porch.
Home on the porch.
How you guys doing? Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our live stream today, and everybody who's watching the replay. Thank you very much. My name's Thomas, and it's my wife Melissa. We're home on the hitch. We invite you to subscribe to the channel. Let's get that up here so you can see the comments if there's any. Yeah, so check out our videos and subscribe and all that good stuff. So we had done a live stream in what, 3 weeks? About 3 weeks. So we thought we would jump on, and
we were in Arkansas, I guess, the last time. Did we live stream?
We did do a. Did we?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We did.
We did. Arkansas is where we were at when we did the live stream. So that was cool. But a good bit's happened since then.
We made it home.
We did make it home.
Who were trying to
So yeah, we made it home. Tonight's video is in Waco. Next week's travel video will probably be a hodgepodge of a bunch of different things because a lot went awry for a little bit after all that. So we had one heck of a ride home, but a lot's happened. So what do we got? Let's see. Happy birthday to Mel.
To me.
On the 20th.
I had a birthday this week.
Yes, so she's 23.
I wish.
Yeah. So Mel's birthday was on the 20th, so that was good. So happy birthday to Mel.
Thank you.
And let's see, what else do we do? What else do we have written down? We have
where we are
now.
now.
We're at home. We're at home base in North Georgia on the front porch.
Watching everybody walking dogs.
Yeah, so I hope audio is good. If anybody's there can say, hey, audio's great, that'd be cool. What do I not see? We'll see how that goes. So yeah, we're home, North Georgia, and we have been for about 3 weeks now, just because of some issues that we did have with the truck, and it was an extremely frustrating situation, but we've gotten all that straightened out now. We got a new truck.
Sold the truck.
We got everything fixed.
And audio has lots of static.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. Let's see if this works. Sorry about the static. I don't know if it's you or if it's me. Let's do this. No, leave it on. Let's do this. Bear with us. 2 seconds, don't go anywhere. We're going to do that. And I'm going to shut this off for a second. Now we're not muted.
There we go.
All right, Sam, how's that? See what that sounds like. Maybe that's better.
Worse.
Hello. Number 1 is better. Number 2 is worse. If it's worse, we're going to have to unplug it and just use the... Anyway, let us know, Sam, if you're still there, how the audio sounds now, if it's worse or what. Sounds good.
Darth Vader.
Okay, cool. We're all good now. So let me know if it changes and gets worse. So yes, we sold. So fixed the truck was a very simple issue that could have been a non-issue. What you doing?
Oh, nothing. I just set
Oh,
my
you know what?
microphone
That
right
might
there.
work. Let's see if that works and helps us. We don't have to wear them.
How about that?
So,
Hey, Shannon.
Shannon. Hey, Shannon. Um, and it just has to do with the way the cooling system was designed on the Nissan. But I didn't know that, and nobody, any of the dealerships that we dealt with, talked about that. So it was extremely frustrating for me, and we spent a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of frustration with a lot of things the last 3 weeks of our trip.
Well, it was just once we hit
Every
Texas, it was every
freaking
stop.
day,
There was
man,
something.
I was doing something. And turns out, if I had known that I needed a vacuum tool, or somebody at Nissan had said, "Hey, bring it in, because if you change the thermostat or the water pump or anything like that, we've got to vacuum it out."
Right, and there was nothing about that on any of the forums for Nissan.
No.
People
There
who
was
had any
absolutely
kind of
positively
issues.
nothing, there. And turns out that's all what it needed, and everything was super duper fine after that. So, but anyway, the whole experience left a bad taste in our mouth. So the truck, got it fixed, and doing great. Sold the truck to a friend of mine who's actually been after it for a year and a half now, at work. And we, if you haven't seen our newest video, our last video,
We now have a GMC Denali.
3500 HD Dually long bed. And today I went over.
Sounds as nice enough again.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Sorry. We are going to switch. I don't know why it's doing that. Because we're going to switch to this. I'll probably have to deal with some road noise from the cars.
Because we are on the front porch.
We're on the front porch, but this is the internal microphone from the.
Yep, definitely messing up again.
Okay. How about now? No, because we should be. Hate the technical issues. Definitely.
Much better.
Much better. Okay, we're going to leave it right there and just use the. We'll have to deal with some road noise and cars and stuff, but
sorry,
should be better. Went over today and adjusted the hitch for the new truck, and towed it down the road, and it's like, Mel didn't go, but it was amazing. It was awesome. So yeah, we have a long bed dually.
And I have already driven it a fair distance.
She did.
All by myself.
We had to deliver the Nissan to my buddy in Alabama, in Auburn, Alabama. So she drove the dually, long bed dually, all the way through Atlanta and over there. It was about a 2.5 hour drive. So she did that, and
it was great.
So on this next trip, when we head back out towards Sam and Sarah's in September, in Dallas, that way we're going to pass through. For a little while, she's going to do some driving too, and driving it today, man, it's going to be pretty awesome. Here comes Ashley, one of the dogs coming home from work. That's cool. So yeah, super excited. I cannot wait to go on a trip, which we're doing coming up, but we'll talk about that. Let's see what did our truck. We'll skip that. We'll come back to that.
Okay. So, future trips.
So yeah, coming up, what are we doing? We're going to Murphy, North Carolina.
Right. In one of our favorite little spots.
Yeah, there's a great spot there that we're going to go to. We're actually going to be talking to them. They have some really super some spots. It's actually where we filmed
the fire pit.
Our smokeless fire pit video.
It's near the Notley River.
Notley River. It's
Shannon, you and Chad should join us.
Oh yeah, come up there, man. It's
be fun.
It is. The sites are huge, and it's really beautiful. They're all for sale too. They're all deeded for sale. They all have their own well, septic system. They're pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk to them about actually buying one of those to have as a home base there.
And then after that, let's see, where are we? May, June. I don't know. June, we'll probably still do something kind of close to home, maybe.
Yes. Yeah. We'll do something before September.
Right.
May, June.
And then July, we usually do a cookout with our family and stuff. And
with the July stuff.
Yeah. So that's a big thing.
July and August, I don't know what we'll do then. But September, I do know in September we're planning to head out west, so we'll be heading out towards
Back out towards Texas and Arizona area.
Texas, and we'll be going to Arizona. I think probably to bum around Sedona.
So what kind of plans do you guys have?
Yeah.
If you're watching this in a replay, make sure you leave a comment. Let us know so we can interact with you.
Yeah,
and hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. I know you hear us say that all the time, but it really does help us get played more on YouTube.
Yes,
and it just helps us grow and makes us feel like we're actually doing something worthwhile.
We've been monetized now, and subscribers are growing, and it's just a really exciting time for us. It's just a really exciting time for us to go. So if you're going to click it, you got to click it on the left side there. Go.
Okay. Hi, Shannon. Yeah, Sedona is gorgeous. I can't wait to go. I want to see the saguaro
cacti.
And see if we can find one of those vortexes, the energy vortex,
Energy vortex.
Or maybe some aliens in the desert. That would be great.
We could storm Area 51.
Oh yes.
What? Where are they going?
Okay, wait a minute.
I can't read.
There we go.
Roatan.
We may go to Roatan.
If you've never been there,
oh my gosh,
it's
Roatan
amazing.
is amazing. You need to go to the sloth conservatory. And then you can hold a sloth, and they have a whole bunch of parrots and monkeys and things. But beware of the monkeys because they'll steal your stuff.
Yeah, I got some videos of us where, and they were purposely walked up with my bag and were trying to turn me around to.
Oh, it was a professional pickpocket.
He was, and it was. My bag was locked. The zippers were locked, and there was no way for him to get into it. But he knew, he was flipping things and trying to get in. And,
Little French Key.
Yeah.
Little French Key. That was amazing because then you're on the opposite end of the island than all of the tourists. So highly, highly recommend that.
Yep. So we'll be heading out. I really hope on the way out west to Arizona that we can kind of do a replay of what we did coming back. Maybe go to Hot Springs and stay at that place.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
The place that we stayed at.
Hi, Capelli.
Oh, is Capelli here?
Capelli's here. Capelli's in the house.
He just wants to see my new truck. That's it.
Well, you can watch it.
Hot Springs, that place, we need to go back because the guy that manages that was really cool. I was having to work on my truck every day, and he was like, "Yeah, if you break down, call me to get you." So I'd like to go back there and stay with them.
When he found out we were stuck in Tupelo, he was like, "I would have come got you.
You should have called me."
I was like, "Well, that was way too far."
But so I'd like to go back through there and then kind of head back out to San Mateos and stay for however long they're going to let us stay. And let's see the new truck.
Hi, Larry. How are you? Thanks for your comments. I really love that you wrote your congressman.
That's awesome.
That was an amazing letter that you wrote to them, and all of us RVers appreciate that very much.
Thank you very much. And I haven't had, I don't think I've had a time to respond to your comment on YouTube. I don't know if you responded to it.
I just liked it.
I read it. I did read it, and thank you very much. It's just and that's legislation is not geared at RVers at all. That's not what it's about.
No, but it's just very.
But it doesn't say that.
It doesn't say that it's not towards them.
It's not geared towards them, but it includes everybody and everything written the way it is. So
Capelli, if you want to see the new truck, you go to our YouTube page, and there is a video about it. You can see Thomas taking you on a tour. So.
That's right. Well, it's a little tour. It's not a complete. I got to do a complete tour.
Well, but that's as good as it's going to get at the moment.
For now. Yeah, that'd be good. So awesome. What were we talking about?
I don't know. Larry will need to see you after class.
Sorry about being like, yeah. We're going to have to talk to you later about that. So, yep, can't wait. We're going to go stay on the farm for a week, hopefully. Maybe more if we can.
With the baby goats.
Oh, I can't wait.
They have some goats that they need to get rid of if you're interested.
I can't wait to go and
check them out.
Sam said that September was great out there. It was a great time on the farm.
Well, hopefully it's less windy.
Yeah.
It was so windy.
But it's going to be cool. So we're really looking forward to that. The big future plan is 2023. And I know that's
Right.
a long time away.
Well, what are we going to do in the fall? Do we know yet?
I know we're not, but I'm talking about things that we
Okay, so
we're going to do.
The big next big adventure.
Big Lebowski, June of 2023. We're going to cross into, hopefully, and one reason that it's 2023 is it gives the world enough time to figure out what the heck's going on with the borders and everything. But we're going to cross in from Great Falls, Montana into Canada, spend some time driving through Canada, and then
we're going to cross through Alberta,
and I know that we have
British Columbia.
Oh, I can't remember who we have here.
They're not on here. It's Darren and Tammy.
So
they live in Alberta.
Maybe we can see you guys as we go through, and then we're going to head to Dawson's Creek, and we're going to get on the Great Alaskan Highway, and we're going to go to Alaska and spend 2.5 months in Alaska.
Yay!
I can't wait. We're going to do all the things in Alaska. That's what we're going to do. And it's going to be amazing. I'm trying not to really think about it too much.
We have a lot to do between now and then.
There's a whole lot to do, and there's a whole lot of logistics. Number one, with the borders and blah 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 blah. Hopefully, all that'll be sorted out by then. The girls will be all graduated from high school at that point. So there's plans, in the mix for them. We don't want to go that far away for that long until that's,
until everyone's settled.
Until everyone's kind of settled. And plus there's a lot of planning that goes into a trip that big.
Oh, there is. There's a lot.
Well, or, maybe not planning every bit. We're not trying to plan every bit of it.
No, but you've got to, have waypoints and a plan as far as, what to pack and
because based upon, when graduation will be the 2nd of June, and then after Abigail graduates, we're gonna have to leave the next day and just day after day to get to Montana because I want to be there for a couple of days before we actually get started. I don't know,
the way that we travel when we go places, go far distances anyway, we're kind of used to that.
Just turn and burn, and do 5 or 6 days of driving to get out there. I would rather drive more. I don't want to drive 12, 13, 14 hours a day.
No, but it would be more of an overnight stay at the Walmart.
We'll do a lot of that. That's fine.
At a truck stop or something.
But cannot wait to do Canada and Alaska.
So, have you been to Alaska yet? Has anybody been to Alaska?
Do you have ideas about it, or
be it on a cruise or
recommendations for us
your RV?
to what to see? So the way we have it scheduled at this point is, and it's all prelim stuff. Basically, all the Dawson's Creek. We'll do the Alaska Highway. There's some stops along that. Some cool stuff, hot springs and stuff to see, and some provincial parks in Canada to stay at, and then Anchorage and Seward and Homer and all chicken Alaska, all of the major cities, or not cities but places, and home. Did I say Homer?
I don't know. Maybe you did.
But we're going to stay a week to 10 days at each one of those places. So that's going to be awesome. And then, we've only got stays kind of planned out for the first half of the entire trip because you never know what you're going to. One thing that we have learned with our travels is that you find stuff and you're like, man, I wish we could stay here a little longer. Or I wish we had stayed there, or I wish we had done that. So we'll be able to go back and and do some other things if we find stuff that we want to do. We'll have plenty of time to go revisit things, and it's probably actually going to get extended. And I don't know if Terry's in here yet.
No, he hasn't settled in.
But we've got another one of our subscribers who is going to tag along with us, so that's going to be cool. We're going to put them on videos. He said he's not going to be, but they are going to be. If they're going to be tagging along with us, they're going to be on video. And they live in Southern California, so they want to go too. We've been talking back and forth. I think it's
well, when you do a trip like
that kind of trip through the Alaska Highway, I think it's safer.
Well, it's definitely there's safety in numbers. So
well, and if something happens and you break down, and somebody else is there that can go drive and
can drive over to the next state to get your part,
right, or whatever.
Right.
So it's just a good thing to have, I think. But I think we'll probably try to extend that. We're going to cross back into the U.S. sometime in first part of September, but I think we may extend that a few weeks because the Aurora Borealis is the best, they say, in the interior in the first couple of weeks of September.
Right. So they say September's the best.
Then we've got to see that. I mean,
oh yeah, can't drive all the way out there and not
on the
try to experience.
Yeah,
that.
No, that's absolute. We may not get to see it, but I would be extremely upset if we did not get to see the Aurora Borealis. That is going to be that, and we are super excited for that. So those are the basic plans, and I think we want to start doing some. So if you have any suggestions on this as well, leave some comments. We want to start make some sections and some videos about how-tos and stuff like that. More of the education kind of thing.
So if you have a project that you're working on and would like to share it with us to give us some ideas on things that everybody else is doing, because we have our own
some evergreen content, and anything that you guys think would be a great idea to draw people into the channel, or something you would like to see, because we're doing a lot of things, and we just want to make sure that we're making content that you guys want to watch. It's all the traveling stuff is really cool, but I've got an idea for some stuff coming up that wouldn't be hosted on YouTube. It would be hosted off of our website, and it would be kind of like an education type thing, but it's a more interactive video where you would open up the video and we would be like, hey, how you doing? Welcome, blah, blah, blah. Okay, do you want to learn about electrical or RV plumbing? You would be able to click on either one on the screen, and it would take you to a different video to watch about that, and then you could go back, and it's all interactive. So
that sounds really cool.
So we're going to see how that. Let us know if you'd be interested in that, or you think people would be interested in that. So
is that something that you would maybe do? Click on to watch. Traveling through Canada. There was a lot of Canucks there. I have some family who lives there, but you got to watch those Canadians. They're kind of sneaky and tricky, and they'll get you drunk before you know what happened.
Yeah. So I hear it's absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to go. I just can't not wait to go. Yeah. So that's the biggest thing, Larry. Try to have as much like extra serpentine belts and thermostats and
some coolant, some oil,
change equipment, transmission fluid, all that kind of stuff. A little extra diesel fuel, of course, the tools to change everything, small little electric power saw, to cut trees out of the road if you need to, or because if you're 500 miles from somewhere and there's a tree in the road, then either
what are you gonna do?
Pull it out of the way, or
wait for a beaver.
So make sure you have plenty. Yeah. So, and I've got to
spare tires,
or and you also need to have a great tire fixing kit and the skills to do so. Because you can fix a lot of stuff with tires without having to change. So yeah, I tend to overdo it pretty much on a lot of stuff. For us, one thing that we have not carried up until this point that, shame on us, and I've been waiting for the time for this to happen, is for one of our cable slides, our slide cables to break.
And it did.
And it did. So I'm glad that it did, because I was kind of, I'm handy. I wasn't worried that I couldn't fix it, but I was worried about how difficult it would be for me to fix it. So we didn't have the appropriate cable, but I was able to go into Lowe's and get some stuff, some cable stops and some cable, and put a cable in that allowed us to use that slide. But long story short, I have the appropriate replacement cable kit that I've got to replace that with, so it will function properly. We need a couple of those before we go to Alaska, a couple of the slide motors before we go to Alaska, because if one of those goes out, or you lose cables.
And the way that our RV is set up, the way that our rig is set up, we really have to open the slides in order to function. At least the living room slide, because we can't access the kitchen or the back of the house without being able to open up that living room, dining room slide. Now everything else we can do without, but that's that. And then of course that's the one that broke also.
Yes.
So we can only open it up large enough to squeeze through and get to the kitchen area. Hi Sarah. I made the chicken poblano soup, and oh my gosh, it didn't last. It's already gone. It's gone.
2 days in a row.
It's so delicious.
It was so good. So yeah, Sarah is the Sarah from Sam and Sarah's RV friends in RV Spaces. Got it. In Azelle. God, I hope I said that right, or Azel.
And no, it's Azel.
Azel. Okay, because
I got reprimanded.
I did too. I got reprimanded.
I was talking to some lady and
when
we were in Texoma, and she asked where we had been.
Hazel.
And I had made the mistake of, we're from Georgia. Everything has 10 syllables.
That's right.
I had said Azel because that's
what I said.
Because that's what we would have said it around here. And she was like,
Azel.
she looked at me like I was crazy, and she was like, "Do you mean Azel?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, there too."
That place.
Yeah.
So that is Sarah, and we love Sarah and Sam to death. And she has a chicken poblano soup that she made.
Oh my gosh!
That brought to us. It was so amazing. And
well, you didn't get any.
I didn't get a. I don't think Sarah knows that either. I didn't get to eat any of it.
No, I ate it all
when we were there, because Melissa ate it all.
Yeah, and the eggs were amazing too.
Yes.
I missed those.
Yes.
Back to grocery store eggs.
But we're gonna make sure you keep the silkies working.
And the Americanas.
And the Americanas, yeah.
Yeah, they lay the blue eggs.
Oh, the blue eggs. What? So yeah, that's cool. We're looking forward to that. It's just all about getting prepared. But I've got to get some motors, slide motors ordered, and some more of the cable kits. But I'm glad now that
Larry's in a mood today. He is being funny.
I'm glad that it broke and I was able to fix one, because now I know that whatever, I can take care of it.
You want to take a stab at that before I do?
What is it?
Larry has a word. I would say Waxahachie.
Sure.
That's probably not it, but
Waxahachie.
Waxahachie.
We got Waxahachie, Minnesota. Waxahachie, New York. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, are there multiples?
Waxahachie, Machi. It's Waxahachie, Boston. Ah, see?
Yes.
We got it right. Waxahachie. That's a. Let me tell you, for us too, especially like when you drive, it was worse. I think when we were growing up north.
Oh my gosh!
Like you come up on the river names and stuff like that.
It's like, where are you from?
Napkin. You try to pronounce it as you go by.
That was ridiculous.
Snack wacky.
We were like, it's in Texas.
Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome.
So we were like trying to say places of where we were going.
Yeah.
People were like, what?
We're going to Kumalachinaki. Smash-a-watchy.
Then when we were in Louisiana, you were going
Hey,
crazy.
on cow down by you. Gone tea. I done did. Yes, right. Woo, yeah,
Wow.
gone tea.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So, is there anything on the list that Thomas didn't name that you think that we should be prepared with for Alaska?
Fireworks.
Well, I don't think you can transport fireworks over the border. So there's that little blurb in between. In Canada, you can't take fireworks.
Canadians don't want fireworks?
Well, I think you probably have to buy Canadian
Well,
fireworks.
Just,
Crazy.
we can have fireworks, but you can't have citrus.
Right, and there's like some weird rule about when you take your meat across the border too. Like it has to be still in the packaging from the grocery store or already cooked or something.
Yeah, like American meat.
No guns. We have to register them. You just have to claim them. You can tote. Canadians aren't against guns.
Yeah, you have to stop and claim them at the U.S.
Although
Customs before you go. No
handguns
are legal.
Right.
If you want to have those in Alaska, you have to ship them to Customs, U.S. Customs in Alaska, or someone you know.
Right.
But you have to transport like long guns, shotgun, or rifle through Canada and then back into Alaska. You have to claim them before you leave the U.S. You fill out paperwork, and then the Canucks will inspect them, and then you have the paperwork. Once you go through that process, then that paperwork is good for life. You don't have to for that gun so you can travel with it. So that's good because we're definitely going to travel with a long rifle and a shotgun just for. I mean, we're going to be in the middle of nowhere on the Alaskan highway, so I don't want to get eaten by a grizzly bear. Although all the signs say there's moose and bear, and we never see anything.
No, we never do.
We never saw a single damn moose up north. So I think they were all in Canada.
Well, the
border was closed, and they couldn't get across the border. So.
They weren't able to
all the Canadian meese were stuck in there. So that's pretty much kind of coming up plans. We got a bunch of upgrades and stuff to do to the rig and some stuff going on with the truck. I just got it, and I've got to put the air compressor on and all that kind of good stuff.
So has anybody made their plans for summer yet? What are you going to do?
Where are you going? Where are you camping?
Are you going to? Are you finding it hard to get reservations at the campgrounds?
The state parks are horrible as far as
their availability is going fast. And then, of course, we don't have any BLM land.
Not here on the eastern United States, but I wish we did.
Right.
I wish there was a lot of that. So what do we have next? I guess we can.
Well, I guess there's to talk about
trip. Okay, so one thing we've been doing, and we wanted to wait until we got monetized, was to.
Well, we had 1,000 subscribers. We really feel like people take you a little more seriously.
A little bit.
That you're putting forth the effort to make content and to interact with your community, which we definitely want to do. That's what we love about the live stream. That gives us an opportunity to actually interact,
chit chat back and forth with you guys,
because we will talk your ear off in public.
Absolutely. Is Patreon? We have a Patreon page that we have created. We've actually had it for a little while, and it's been up there for a little while, but we haven't really done anything to promote it or put it out there to our subscriber base because we weren't monetized, and it kind of feels weird to put it out there before that because we weren't monetized and
we hadn't hit that 1,000.
Hadn't hit that level, and we want everybody to know that we're serious about this, even though we love this to death. It is a lot of work.
Okay?
It is a lot of work. It's a lot of time. And I think you have to put that time and effort in. So, but Patreon, what it is basically is kind of like a subscription service like you would do Netflix or Hulu or something like that, except
even premium
YouTube. You can go on there and choose find your creators that you like to watch. Like we support 4 or 5 different creators on Patreon with a monthly subscription because we like their content. We like what they do. we want to see more of it.
Right. So we want to encourage things that they do, and they have polls, and they're you can be more interactive with your community on Patreon versus YouTube.
Just the basic YouTube.
And plus, we can provide extra content that we can share with you.
With Patreon.
Little blurbs,
but
little
it's just
behind the scenes, or even additional content that we can't fill into a normal weekly episode.
Right. It's a way for you to, and even if you didn't even know that it existed, go over there and look, and the guys' channels that you watch, go over there and see if they have a Patreon page and join it. I mean, it might be $1. There'll be different tiers. It can be like $2 a month,
as low as $1
or $3 a month. It can be
and beyond.
Everybody sets their own tiers and their own benefits and stuff like that. Our tiers are like $3, $5, and $10. We have no patrons right now. We just like set it up and made it active
for anyone who would be interested. And then there's also the community tab on YouTube, which is a very similar aspect. Also, you can join.
Oh, we don't have channel memberships, right?
Oh, we don't?
No.
Okay. No. My bad.
We don't have channel memberships on YouTube yet. I don't know what it takes to get that, but with Patreon, you can go over there and look at it, and we support other channels. It's just a way for us to, instead of, like I said, it's kind of like Netflix or Hulu. You pay to watch the content.
According to your tier, also.
Pay to watch the content that you want to watch, and it's a great way to show the creators that we watch. Hold on, sorry about that. To give a little support and say, hey, we like what you're doing, and we want you to keep doing it and see more videos. So we have made a Patreon page. We're going to put there's a link in tonight's video in the description to our Patreon page. If you go to Patreon, it's Home on the Hitch RV.
And you can also go to our website, homeonthehitch.com.
At the very top, there's a thing that says click here to become a patron. You can go look at it. You don't have to do anything. And it's just a way for our subscribers, if they want to say, cool, we like what you're doing. We want to help the channel grow and see more of it. In a way, it's just kind of just support the channel.
And maybe we can eventually in the future, we can, do like meetups and things. And this would be another way that we can communicate.
And like I said, because it's very difficult. It's time consuming. It's extremely time consuming. We pay for everything ourselves, of course, at this point, and we're going to continue to do so. And YouTube, all the content, our weekly videos are going to continue to be on YouTube free of charge, whether you join Patreon or not. That's not what we're asking. We're just kind of putting it out there that it's there for our channel and for
other creators.
Any other creators that you may follow that you're like, oh, well, cool, that's a great idea. I didn't even know that existed. I could go there and support them for a couple of bucks a month or something like that. But so we've got that opened up. Like I said, there's the link in the description of the video tonight, Waco video, that you can click and go over there and check it out and look at it and see. One of the tiers, I think tier 1 is going to have just patron-only updates, which we can shoot little video updates that won't appear on YouTube. That's above and beyond our weekly videos. Tier 2 is we're going to take some of the pictures that we get from the great, awesome, amazing places we go, and like every other month send out postcards with these pictures on them to our patrons with stickers. And then, like the tier 3 is all that and a bag of chips. And we're going and like lists in the video, all the video credits will be all the patrons' names.
When you're in a certain tier.
When you're in that tier, so and it's all listed on the Patreon website. So that is just another option, another way. And so we've got that up.
You can access that through the description on our video, starting with Magnolia. or on our webpage,
Yep.
which is homeonthehitch.com.
Yep.
And with our homeonthehitch.com, we have links through Amazon.
Yes.
So, if you want to shop through the Amazon on our webpage, we do get ad revenue from that also. We also provide, I wrote a blog recently.
Yes, there's a very nice blog post
about our friends in RV spaces. That was very sweet to coincide with our video that went out with that. So there'll be more of that. There'll be more pictures, just still shots
a lot of stuff
that are
going on.
shown.
And I've got a bunch of photo galleries up on our Patreon page. That when people join, then they'll be able to go through and see all these photos that aren't anywhere else.
Right, that we don't share.
There's photos from Arches and Zion and all
Key
these
West,
Key West, all these places we've been that you guys haven't seen because we'll reserve those for Patreon.
And we do post on Instagram also.
Yes, a lot of and that's a lot of those pictures go on Instagram. So we're super excited about all that. And also, if you know anybody or if you're
tell your friends.
Want a basic guide, I want you guys to go. If you're watching this, you're watching the replay and you're new or thinking about RVing or you're kind of new to RVing, go to our website, homeonthehitch.com, and go to the download section. I have a guide that I've written that is just the beginner's guide to RVing, and it's really awesome. It's free to download. It's like a 18 or 20 page PDF, something like that. I can't remember, with pictures, and it talks about all the different types of RVs, the basic things that you need to have to go RVing, to use your RV, the things that are nice to have above and beyond that, campsite setup and all. And that's free to download. There's some checklists on there as well to download. So we're really trying to get involved with our community
and provide content to share.
Our patrons, our community is going to be, and it'll be everyone in our community, our YouTube community, our Patreon community, we're going to call you guys the hitchhikers.
How do you feel about that?
Hitchhikers. Home on the hitchhikers. So, you're going to be you're going to be the hitchhikers. So it's going to be the Hitchhikers Club or the Hitchhikers Community, something on it.
Right.
So we're working on like a logo for the hitchhikers. So that's going to be pretty cool. We'll have shirts and stuff and stickers with that.
Made for the special community.
So the hitchhikers, because we love you guys all, and we're just blown away. And
that's been the best thing about this is meeting people, meeting new people, and getting to know you. Yeah. It's not like just when you see somebody in the campground, and you're like, oh, hey, I'm from Georgia, nice to meet you, and then you don't talk to them again. But you get to find out about people's experiences and their journeys and what they're doing, and it's just so nice to have that connection with people.
We've been humbled by, I think we're at 1,096 subscribers or something. And that's not a drop in the bucket to some of these big channels, but for us, it's everything. Everything to blip us that happens, we watch that like a hawk, and it is so. And we get so excited every time someone comments, even if it's a negative comment, whatever. People are, we have negative things to say also. Yeah. But, we're all entitled to say what we want. Absolutely. But I just want everyone to know, we just want everyone to know out there how much it means to us that for every single view, every single comment, and every single subscriber, what that bird doing. That is a red-headed woodpecker. Blue-footed booby? No, that was Honey's toy. I wonder, can you RV in the Galapagos? Sure. If you can get it there, I reckon. If it's four-wheel drive. So, we are just, whether or not we have patrons or not, and I hope that someday we do. But we're going to keep on doing this because we love it, and we love everything about it. Yes. And to meet people and especially talk to people that we met through YouTube. And we have several people that we converse with on a regular basis, and it's just been amazing. So
It is.
I don't know what else to say about it, but check out the Patreon link. If you don't want to join Patreon, you don't have to. If you can't, you don't have to.
We're still here.
We're still here on YouTube, and we're going to be, and the content's going to be there. We're just trying to add a little extra stuff, benefits for the people who really want to invest in us and this channel.
and to grow what we've started.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, we want to be able to share our experiences and to meet people and to talk and just have this.
We have so many
great group of
big
friends.
things, things that we want to do, and what we've done so far is all thanks to the drive and inspiration from our subscribers. If we hadn't got those subscribers and we hadn't got to the point that we're at, the drive might not be there to make that video every week, and because sometimes you just don't feel like it, but to go out there and put the effort in and do it, and it's just, man, you see those numbers go up, and it's we check it every night. We're like, oh my God, what are we? Why is
it's like Christmas every
why
morning?
is YouTube? Hey, we got 4 last night, so it's really cool. It's such a blessing. But we got anything else? Any questions for us? Anybody that's still there? Or we bore everyone to death?
Right. What are you doing for Mother's Day? We're going to Murphy, North Carolina.
Yes.
And then I have a tradition that with the girls every year I go to the Renaissance Festival.
Sam
with them. Yeah. I'll have to.
Oh,
this car.
This guy, I don't know what's up with that guy. So yeah, let's see. She's gonna do the Renaissance Festival for Mother's Day. We're going, around Mother's Day, we're gonna go up to Murphy.
We're going next weekend, I think.
I've got to, while we're up there, I've got a buddy that lives up in that area, kind of close. I'm gonna go.
You get to do an RV.
I'm gonna do a video. I got to go put a tankless water heater in his rig, and we're gonna film that, make a video out of that. I'm super excited for that because I want to see how well it works, and if it works really good, then we're gonna grab one for ours. Anybody have a tankless heater here?
Right. Do you like it better?
Sam,
have you thought about putting?
Have you guys got a tankless heater? And rock guards. I've been researching rock guards for the Alaska trip. Anybody have any experience with those that's in here, or anybody that's watching this replay? Let me know about rock guards because there's all kinds of information out there. The new truck has sufficient mud flaps that cover both tires and go all the way almost to the ground. So I don't know if I actually need rock guards.
That's interesting.
And if I can get away with just oversized mud flaps, then I've got a super special idea that I had last night, and we'll do a video on because I'll change the mud flaps that are on there, but I'm going to do them custom. What does that say?
It says we have the Texas Renaissance Festival.
Who does?
Texas.
Texas has
the Texas Renaissance.
So Texas said that they have a Renaissance Festival?
No, Larry said that they have
okay.
Lots of good photographs and interesting people. Yes, there is definitely something to see at the Renaissance Festival.
Kissing winches.
Oh, Sam says that they have a tankless in the red building, and it works great.
Oh, is that what's in there?
40 amps, though. So we would be required for
40 amps.
Yeah.
Is it electric only?
I think aren't all tankless? No, some of them are gas.
The one I'm putting in Cody's is propane only.
How is the red building working out for you?
How's that awesome, fabulous washing machine?
I saw some of your photos from the festival. Looks like y'all were having a good time. Glad you got the tire worked out. Didn't Sarah have a blowout while she was driving?
She did. Those Fords, you know how they are. Those little non-dually trucks. See, if you have a flat tire on a dually, you can just kind of keep going because there's extra tires. But I don't know. Did they make them in Fords? Sam, I don't think so. I don't think they do. It's like down on the road dead.
Well, that's what Gary said too. He's like, there's only one thing wrong with your truck is it doesn't say Ford.
Doesn't say Ford.
So whatever.
Well, I was going to get a Ford, but then I found a real truck. No, it I can't even. I got something I can't read.
Oh, Sarah says, of course I was driving,
Well,
but that's how it works. I mean, that's how it
I was going
works.
too fast.
Yeah. It's because Sam did something to the truck before you drove it. That's all it is.
Awesome. I was going to mention the washer gets used. Good. I hope so, Sam. I hope so. God bless you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what? The thing is, we're trying to inspire people, and just by the things that we're doing, and show people what you can do, and just enjoy your life, and get away from the gotta have this, gotta have that, and inspire people that way. But yeah, you know, everybody, you don't have to do it this way. Sam and Sarah, they're doing it their way. They got, you know, they're, whether they know it, they're inspiring people every day. Everybody that comes there, I guarantee you.
We were very inspired by
everybody
them
that comes to their place. So that's what it's about. We just all have to take care of each other, because if we don't,
thanks for joining us, Larry.
See you, Larry.
Enjoy your dinner. Hope it's yummy.
Yep. If we don't take care of each other, then who's going to do it?
Well, we have to take care of each other.
We have to.
Yeah.
We got to love each other and take care of each other. That's what I mean when I say that. If we're not going to do that, then nobody's going to do it. And this life will worth living. So, cool.
Yeah, and we all have a different skill set also.
That is correct.
So it's important to be able to share your skills that you've learned with others. Because you don't know that might inspire them to do something even greater. Bye, Larry. Are you picking?
Yeah, and a grinning. And then, I don't know, we're going to get super chats one of these days. We've got them. I don't know what we're going to do when we get a super chat.
I don't know either.
We'll go.
Well, we'll think of something, I'm sure.
Super chat. I got super chats. Mel can sing. Super chats. Super chats. Super chats is where it's at. Super chats. Hit the button. Give us some money for a button.
Don't sing, because it's not available.
Do what?
I said don't start, because it's not available.
Oh, it is available.
Oh, it is? Oh, well, how about that? All right, so what's up with you guys? What are you doing? Where are you going?
We're getting boring. All right. So that's really all we had written down to talk about today, but we just wanted to jump on here and say hello to everyone that we haven't talked to in a bit.
We're so excited for everything that we have planned this summer and sharing it with you as it comes.
Things are going to be great.
Right, we're always growing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Well, where's John? There's Johnny.
No, I don't know where Johnny came from. Well, howdy.
Johnny Redfern.
Oh, wait.
What did you do?
Oh, I clicked on one and somebody else commented. So I don't know that. And I don't really know that anybody knows anything about me, actually.
They do.
So I have hiked a large portion of the Appalachian Trail, and the majority of it was by myself. So, yeah, I like to hike. And I can't wait to go to Alaska.
There is a ledge.
Well, okay, but I'm scared of heights also.
There's a ledge, Melissa. There's a ledge. Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I knew what I had to do in order to get there, and that was to block out everything that you said about me having to walk on this skinny little ledge with this ginormous drop-off and the wind blowing 100 miles a damn hour. So, anyway, I did it.
Will do, Sam. So, I will send you the dates coming up that we're going to go. And I had the guitar last time. I just didn't really bring it out. So
he gets shy like that.
I'm a rock star. But anyway, so we love you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you're watching this replay, if you made it till this part of the video, then you owe it to yourself to subscribe. Or
you're part of the family now, so you've got to subscribe.
If you watch this long, then you should subscribe. But yeah, so we just wanted to kind of update and talk about what we got going on with the truck and the trips coming up and Patreon. Again, watch the video tonight. It's going to drop at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there's some links in there.
Oh yeah, make sure you leave a comment for Mona too.
Yes.
When you watch the video.
Say hello to Mona. Everybody leaves a comment. Say hello to Mona. And say how great it was for Thomas to stand in line for a hat for Mona. And check out our Patreon page. So I think that's what we got. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all.
All right, guys. So we love you all. Thank you so much for being here.
So tell your friends.
And share.
Share our videos.
So that's another thing. Sorry. When you watch our videos, share it on up underneath the video. There's a little thing that says share, and share it on your Facebook page, or your Instagram page,
or Twitter, or
whatever you have. Every video,
just
share it as much as you can, and comment as much as you can. And we love you all more than you know, and you've humbled us with your comments and everything so far. So I guess that's going to do it for this one. Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks, guys. We love you all. Take care of each other. Love each other.
Make every moment count.
And